Let's go. Oh yeah, we got something special tonight, people. But I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that later. We have tonight is gonna be a double giveaway. Just out off the rip, it's gonna be a double giveaway. We always give away something every live stream, but we're gonna do a double this time, and it's for a super special cause. So, we're low on water, so we're gonna have to be very careful with how we speak and how quickly I talk. Coach Pajamas. This is not Coach Pajamas. Check this out. Boom. Can you see on the back? Boom. Coach. Coach. I did not even realize this is my son's T-ball. That coach pitch, actually, he got moved up. So yeah, this is the jersey. So it's not pajamas, although I absolutely could see how it looks like pajamas. So that's so funny. Hospital gown. Hey. Oh, now hydrate. Now I'm gonna hydrate again. Here we go. Let's go. But I am. Oh, I got the wife's water here, but it's still. I don't know why that's there. Anyway. We have a cool double giveaway at the end, and then I also am going to be showcasing every ancestry. All of the art just got finished for ancestries, and at the end of showing you all the ancestries, I have a cool announcement about Roll 20. People have been asking about Roll 20. I've been double chatting, DMing all the people over there, and I got some answers for y'all. I'm gonna let you guys know here in just a minute on that. So heck yeah, can't wait for spells. Lizzie says hi. Joe M. I'm also gonna do a little showcase on spells. I'll show y'all the big picture sheet on spells. So we'll do that too, and then we'll jump into the Q&A. So heck yeah. And if you don't know how this whole live stream works, how many people we got here now? I was on vacation last week, so there's that. I'm going to show some stuff, and then when I'm done with that, I'm going to open up the Q&A. People can ask questions. 2 super chats before I got here. What? I can't even... Oh, I can see them. Jeff Chambers gifted 20 memberships. Thank you, Jeff. Wheeler says, it's pajamas. Okay, fine. It's pajamas. I coach my son's coach pitch team in pajamas. There you go. Animate dead. Ooh, dead man. I am not going to talk about specific mechanics of spells, mainly because right now we are not focusing on the mechanics of spells right now. Oof, that's actually not true because we are. Okay, I'll talk about spells in a second. But to make sure that people don't get confused with what I just said. So the mechanics of the spells we're focusing on are the templates, spell templates. How much do they cost? How much mana is what level of spell? What's the damage they do? Area of effect versus single target, healing versus damage, balancing numbers, tuning numbers, comparing that to stamina, making sure they're the same. Whew, right? That's what we're doing right now mechanically. Spell-wise, which is what I'm about to show you guys, that is the breadth of the scope of spells. What can they do? What kind of spells will be in DC20? There's a spell that I literally was working on today. It's a damage. You deal like umbral damage to everyone around in everything in the area. You designate one creature, and they heal for one for every damage that gets right. Crazy. Right now it has to be a living creature and some other stuff like that. That's the concept. What are the mechanics of it? That's not what I'm worried about right now. That's a sick spell, right? So there's that. And that's kind of anime dead adjacent. That's a sketchy spell. Path of Most Resistance. How's vacation? Nobody deserves it more than you and yours. I appreciate that, Path. That's nice. We went to Jellystone. It's like a Yogi Bear themed kids camping place. It's like a log cabin that's like sketchy internet things and no technology. It's kind of a little bit of a camping escape, but like what's it called, luxury camping or whatever you call it. Like there is electricity and air conditioning and stuff. But yeah, it was a blast. Kids always love it. But it was like I think that was our last year that we're going there because the kids are growing up now. It's crazy. And then Kyle Doring, we missed you last week. Did you have a good trip? Oh, and Kyle and Path asking the same question. Thank you for that, Kyle. It was an amazing trip. The kids are so good at swimming now. My 2-year-old really thinks he's very good at swimming, but he still can't yet. So that's a terrifying combination. And then Liam, random lore question to everyone. A world where undead like zombies and skeletons exist, why would anyone burn their body and not just burn everybody? Why did anyone burn their dead body and I just burn everybody? Why would any? Oh, so like you're saying if you die, you should just absolutely destroy your body. I don't know. I do think that's an interesting world building question. That's quite a deep question there too, as far as like the world building implications of necromantic type magic. So wild. And then Zagard's Kathaka Unst Chagothan Unst has been forming a horde of re-deads. The blocks re-deads. They block our path for the first holy relic to stop the monster and save Hydros. Save Hydros. Hydros. You're in trouble, buddy. They gotta block the holy relics. Chakonse Unst. If y'all don't know, Zagard tells a story every week through super chats, and he gives just one piece at a time, and we're getting the whole picture. Thank you, Zagard. That's funny. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you guys the ancestries. I want to see what you guys think. All the ancestors are finally finished, including the Beastborn. Ooh. All right, so here we go. Let's see, go here. Oh gosh. What would be the best view? This view? Yeah. All right, cool. Angelborn. Every single one of these ancestors has a male and female version. And every the combat or the poses are specifically non-combat. You'll see, and I got the whole spectrum of everything going. So I really am excited for this, and this also connects into what I'm about to say about Roll20 as well. So heck yeah. Angelborn. Angelborn. Boom. The ASMR type thing, silvery skin, can like range in hues of silvery skin. Eyes, they don't always, they have that, like, you know, a little bit of a backlit eye situation. Well, why is it blue? Oh, that's weird. Dragonborn, they do have the bipedal, digigrade. There we go. They have the digigrade feet, because I think that's just way cooler. There's the female and there's the male. Boom. Yeah, good old Dragonborn. And then you're doing the spell progress preview here in a second. We got dwarf, female. Got some gems, the little earth vibe. And then we got the good old dwarven blacksmith. Yeah, they got the big old beard. That's funny. And then we have an elf. I got two different versions of the elf, right? And then boom, there's the elf. Ta-da! And then elf. Oh, nice. So we got the female is kind of like more of a high elf type situation, and the male elf is kind of more of the wood elf type situation. So, yep. So super cool. That one, Alcindra Steel Toe. Are you naming them? Are you naming each of these? Oh, that's cool. And then we have the Tiefling. Oh, the sass. Look at the sass. Really? Oh. All this art is also all drawn by Zapp. Zapp is my full-time DC20 artist, and he does nothing but draw DC20 stuff. He has finally finished, and I say finally not as in he's taken a long time. It's just one person doing all of it, just for consistency and look and everything like that, right? So yeah, super good. So there's the Tiefling and the male Tiefling. Oh yes. I did this with the Angelborn too. Wings. I wanted to give one of the two of them wings, because they can have wings, right? So sick, yeah. Also, another little side note here is oh my gosh, Zagard's Den, $100 super chat. Oh my gosh, bro, Zagard and Tabletop Phoenix, both. I am coming, guys. I want to showcase all the art all in one setting, but I'm gonna stop and double back to that. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. Oh my god. Wow. But another thing, just to make sure it's clear to everybody, when the game is finished, they will not be called Angelborn, Fiendborn, giant born, what is it? What are the other borns? They will have names, right? They will Shadowborn, Terraborn, all those things. They'll have names like Gremlin. Gremlin's the name of the thing. Dwarf is the name of the thing. Elf, you know what I'm saying? So they will have actual names, right? But there will be their scientific name or whatever, the slang or whatever you want to call it. There will be like, you know, it's an Angelborn, and this like that will be like the scientific name, but it's gonna be super simple, like common speak of them. But they'll actually have an actual name of what the ancestry is, right? Just to be clear on that, right? And there we go. Cool. Keeping it going. Giantborn. Yeah, Giantborn. If you notice, they have some rune-like tattoos that they are born with. A little bit of a different notice there for the Giantborn, right? And then, oof, oh, yeah, boy. Yeah, so they have, those are natural born tattoos on their bodies that they are born with. Different colors, different elements, different things. So yeah, super cool for the Giantborn. Love them. And then look at a little gnome. Look at that little gnome tinkering away. What's it? I love the face. What's let me fix this right here. And then Zangief. Oh my God, again Zangief vibes. Yes, Louise. And then we have a gnome. The goggles. I gotta give him goggles. And then the goblin. Yeah. Female goblin, male goblin. Oh, he's super creepy. He's super creepy. Maybe I need to put some more clothes on him. That's funny. He's super creepy. Or like a different pose, you know. He's got the like he's in a cave. Like he's like with Smeagol vibes, right? Yeah. But hey, he's goblin. And then gremlin. Yes, Gollum. And now I kind of semi-spoiled it. The Beastborn. This is a Griffinborn. I think it's super sick. I did a poll on Patreon, and patrons chose. They had I was like, ideas for what y'all think for Beastborn, because Beastborn's so hard, man. It's like such a wide, like who's the representatives for the Beastborn? Like, oh my God, right? So Griffinborn, I thought was a sick idea because it's like, you know, lion meets eagle, so I thought that was super cool. Elephant was really close, and I think I am gonna absolutely have an elephant in there. It's one of my son's favorite animals, so that's for sure gonna be a thing, right? So I wanted to have at least one hybrid animal in here for the Griffinborn, right? And then we have next up, oh, that's strange. Their name, that was I guess out of order, so a little bit there. Now we're at halflings. So halflings, female halfling, ta-da. And then we have the male halfling. Yeah, buddy, adorable little halflings. What just happened? Another super chat. And Brandon, there's those 50 gifted memberships. Let's go. How are you so consistent, guys? All of the Bardic Aggravation guys are so consistent. It's impressive, honestly. It really is. So professional gift dodger. That's funny. So there is halflings, and then we have human, the standardized human, female, human male. Ba-ba-da-ba. This was a cool. I like the little kind of castle vibe clothes there. So good old humans. Nothing too fancy. And then now, the Lionborn. Lionborn. So yeah, there's a bit of inspiration here from some things that people might know with my background. But there's the Lionborn. Super cool. The human is you. Yeah, I saw I can't. Oh, hold up. I can't. I don't want to spoil something. There we go. You all said the human is me. Yeah, it's like black hair, beard, dude, right? So it doesn't have a full mustache. I have a full mustache. He's got a little bit higher, and he's got some extra going there. Maybe I could grow. I could match it. I could match Coach Born. That's funny. That's funny. I can't unsee it. And then we have a mantis born. Oh, so cool. So cool. Mantis born. Oh man. Thanks, Sarah Kane. It is a lot of nice art, and this is just the ancestors. We also finished the subclasses this week as well, but I'm not going to show that right now. I don't want to talk about that too much. But yeah, mantis born, super cool. There's the insect, and then orc. There we got our orc right here. Bang, 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 and then we have the male orc. Bang, 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 bang. Both of those just look badass. They look so bad. Like, all right, don't want to fight them. Nope. So cool. And then we have the peacock born, right? Now I made a design choice, and I know some people are going to talk about like, oh wait, it's a female bird, and the female peacocks, they don't have the pretty feathers. The bird feather could be, you know what I'm saying? I understand. I don't know as far as like lore implications and other things like that. I think that is kind of lame. Like, we are in a fantasy world. I don't know. I think this looks freaking sick, right? I think it's freaking sick. A peacock born and having like the feathers and it be like, you know, all this stuff. Sure, the males are going to have badass colored feathers too, and they're going to have even like next level. But this, so yes, I understand. Peahens or whatever they're called don't have any color or something, but I think this is the sick fantasy version, and the boy ones can go even bigger. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so super cool. This is my world. They give them the pretty feathers. Thank you, Joe. Hell yeah. That's funny. And yeah, you could absolutely do different colors, like the males are purple and what, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So peafowl, peacock, peahen. I see. So super cool there. Love her. And then there you go. You guys, yeah, there you go, folks. Happy? There you go. You guys created a penguin born that's going to be in the dang book. So, yeah, there's your penguin born. We had to do it. Yep. There he is in all his glory, the penguin born. Yeah, he's cool. I like him. He's so excited to... Giraffe born, man, that'd be cool too. That's cool too. Happy feet, let's go. He's got his hooks. He's ready to go. Blatant fan service. What, Joe? Oh, Joe. Thanks for the super chat of blatant fan service. Oh, this is blatant fan service. I see. You guys created this. So there you go. And then y'all have seen the Shadowborn and the female Shadowborn and the Terraborn. I don't know if I've seen this one, the Terraborn. Right? Terraborn. Yeah. They got gems sticking out of their bodies in different parts and places, different color gems. They got red, green, blue, all sorts of stuff. They are the earthen people, right? And there we go. That is the way the cookie crumbles. Boom, people. Whoo! There we go. You're fired. Oh, I did just... Now you have somebody. This guy, that the penguin I just showed, he's coming after you, Wheeler. He sees all the penguins that you've been hunting, and he's coming for you. Bigley, is that his name? So yeah, thanks guys. I love seeing all the hype for the art. I'm excited to see it. I think it looks great. I love it. So heck yeah. Our penguin born getting absorbed into Beastborn. Also third party is about 33. Oh, 33rd birthday, Expedition 33. Heck yeah, Dustbreaker. Yeah, so Penguin Born, there will not be a separate ancestry published in the book. In one of the DC20 magazines, there's a Penguin Born that had a bunch of really fun traits in there. A lot of those are just really fun traits. A lot of that's not going to be official content. That's a rare thing. DC20 magazine. DC20 magazine normally is the monthly release of early access DC20 content. That was on April 1st. It was a fun one to be able to just kind of like have some fun with it. So the Penguin Born, some of those traits might be assimilated, but like the belly slide, the belly slide will not be in the core rule book. But absolutely, you have that as a little supplemental content. You know what I'm saying? So heck yeah. So cool. Now, my announcement. Here's the announcement. The announcement is Oh, hold up. I'm gonna go back to the super chats. Before I don't definitely don't want to let those slip through the cracks. So tabletop said, wait. There was a $100 super chat and I don't see it anymore. That's wild. I'm gonna have to find it. Okay, so okay, quick. Break down everything I've missed the last 2 months. JK, gotta be back. Glad to be back, coach. Hey, Tabletop Phoenix is back. I'm glad to have you back, dude. You were a pillar of this community, bro. So good to have you back, man. For real. And your Tabletop Phoenix's icon is a penguin born. So I hope that just made you happy. What a perfect time to come back to. Perfect day you picked. Geozaga, lore idea. Chaos dragon eggs. Rare eggs that can create a new dragon different from the parents that when put in a different environment or magical trigger. Geozaga, you're actually closer in line to what I already believe in dragons anyway, is that dragons' eggs kind of spawn in the world based on what they're around. So if there's a dragon and it's in the swamps, the prime dragons, wherever they are, create dragons around where they are based on what they're like, right? But I do think it'd be a cool, interesting mechanic idea of like when a dragon egg spawns and it hasn't yet coded itself to its environment. If somebody were to take that and put it in like a volcano, now it's a lava volcano dragon, right? I think that's super cool. Love that, Geo. Zagard's Den, Coach Born are those born of the gods. Coach Born. Wow, that was a thing too. And then hold up, I want to find this. Okay, Zagard. Oh, there we go. DM question. Zagard's Den, $100 super chat. Oh my goodness. DM question. Here we go. Let's help him out. My group plays monthly. If a player misses a session, I plan to have their character slowly become corrupted or insane. With it escalating the more they miss. No mechanic yet. Is this a fun narrative hook or too punishing and unfair? So this would be a huge red flag of caution, right? Never would I do this unless every single person, here's the only scenario that I would do this. I would pitch this mechanic along with something else that's not that. You know what I'm saying? 2 good ideas, right? I would pitch 2 options, maybe 3, and be like, hey, so like there's this I also am assuming that this is slowly become corrupted or insane. I'm assuming that's a theme of your campaign that you're like needing to have in the campaign, and this is like the way in which you're trying to like issue that out. I would be careful with that as well, because if that is a needed part of your campaign, then I would be worried about that, because if people don't miss, then you can't corrupt. You know what I'm saying? Corruption is a huge part of my home campaign. It's like it's this rot and it's spreading and it's a problem, and they're trying to cleanse it and stuff like that, right? But I would never bury that behind a meta type of thing, right? And if it's not a core part of your campaign and you don't need people to be corrupted or insane, I wouldn't do that at all. I just wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So the only way in which I would ever do this is if you wanted to do something like that, propose that alongside other options, and then let the players choose, where you have no vote and no say, because that is a very potentially toxic situation. Especially, what if someone has a family emergency and they can't come to the session and now their character's getting corrupted or insane? You know what I'm saying? That would feel super bad, right? Unless it's something that like everyone's interested in and really excited for, and like, oh, I missed, so now I'm going to become, ooh, that's kind of interesting. You know, like maybe if they like that, I would worry about that though. So there we go. But I would openly just talk to your players about missing. As far as that topic goes, be like, hey, all right, guys, I want to try and come up, brainstorm some ideas with you guys about like what happens if people miss. I have some ideas. One of them would be like, I just play their character, like I fully play it. Like, do y'all want me to just like play it, and I would like, you know, pilot that character just in a lesser capacity and like not in a spotlight? Or I have this crazy idea that's like an insanity corruption mechanic, and like if your player misses, then there's some things happening to them, or they like, you know, maybe they go to sleep or something, or it's just they start to go insane. It's like a corruption mechanic based on if you miss and stuff. If you're interested in that, but then or also I can just have your character be there. I won't role play them. I'll just have them be in the background. They're kind of be along for the ride. You know what I'm I'm saying? Or, and I'm throwing this one out there because this one is something I've done before. There's a magic item that one party in the player has, and one of the players that knew they were going to be missing a lot for a bunch of real life stuff they were going through, one of the other players had a lamp, and they were a genie of that person, and they were like, they get sucked into the lamp. Ah, dang it. So they'd have the player there in the lamp, but the player was a genie born or whatever. Not like they couldn't grant wishes and stuff. You get the idea. So present some ideas is what I would say there, but I hope that helps. But I do have a little flashback there because we used to GM question helps and tips all the time. So that was a cool little flashback there. So hope that helps, Zack. Hard. And then Rex Room, I came up with a Beastborn. Whoa. Oh man. Whoa. Hold up. I got lagged up there. There we go. Penguin-born getting traits. Okay, I got that one. You're fired. Service. I came up with a Beastborn monk named the New from Eastern Folklore. I'm so happy to see chimerical creatures among the Beastborn. Oh yeah, like a Griffinborn. That's so cool. That's cool. Eastern Folklore. The New. I'm gonna have to look up what the New is. NUE. That's super cool. If it's another chimera like amalgamation thing, that's super awesome. Love that. And then wait, I just noticed the Terraborn's clothing. Oh, rocks and stuff. Yeah, they still can have clothing. In fact, I actually probably do want to change the Terraborn so that some of them have clothing, like actual clothes. You know what I'm saying? Because they're rock people, but they like make a lot of their clothing out of rocks. Like the darker parts of is not their skin. That's actual armor they're wearing, but they like to wear the earth, you know, kind of like a druid doesn't want to wear metal, that type of deal, right? So they make their own armor out of rock and stuff. But I think it would be maybe good to have one of the two of them actually wear clothes. I'll probably have the female one have put clothes instead of rocks. So that's actually an interesting note. I'm gonna make that note right now. Actually, hold up. Terraborn. There he is. So we're gonna do Terraborn. Terraborn. Female change clothes because I don't want to come across. I don't want people to think that that's like their actual skin, which might be what that super chat was saying. So anyway, all right. And then Beastborn, got that. Dan. Oh wait, so do Terraborn have rocks for clothes? Yes. Yes, they have rocks for clothes, but not a forcible thing. They can wear whatever they want. Also, penguins have micro sleep, so sleepless. Shadowborn trait might be good for them. They do? Micro sleep? Oh my gosh, that's funny. That's funny. Default's a turtle locks it on. Yeah, so Simon, I do plan on having names for like the more iconic creatures of that. There'd be a table, there'd be a chart, and it would say like lion would be like you know, all that kind of stuff, right? Like the main categories. I think that'd be really cool. So I do want to do something like that, but you can't name them all, you know. So we'll cross that road too, as far as how to handle any of them, because like there's so many freaking beasts. But yeah, that would be accounted for in some way. And then, are we still getting a mini 0.9.5 update that fixes all the minor text formatting issues that was released version? Did I miss it? So Dan, I don't, off of my top of my head, I don't think there was so many 0.9.5 issues that needed an absolute update, but I am now concerned about that and stressed about that, which is a good, I'm saying that as a thank you, for me to go check in on that. So I will check in on errors on 0.9.5 update, right? So yeah, I will check in on that just for you, Dan. In this community, of course. And so thanks for that, dude. And then Alfred, what's up, dude? Alfred, add up, coach. It has been run a minute since I could make a chat. It has been quite some time, bro. Alfred, I always say this, and if it's creepy, I apologize. I don't apologize, Alfred. Alfred looks like the most huggable dude ever, man. I just want to give Alfred a big hug, dude. Oh man, thanks, dude. Good to see you back too. We're getting some familiar faces coming back around. Nathaniel, will there be a rule for chase or fleeing combat? Yes, there is a morale mechanic. There is a white flag mechanic. There is a way to end combat without killing absolutely everything. Like I've used it a couple of times where, and you kill the big boss and y'all have won. Cool. Shoom. There's going to be a way in DC20 to just, the combat's over. You guys won. How do you guys wrap this up? Instead of like, oh, let me take the turns and there's a few minions and then boo, you know what I'm saying? No, right? The game master will be able to end the combat and y'all describe how you win. Y'all won, so whatever enemies are left, do you let them run away? Do you not? How I normally do this right now is I narrate what the bad guys are going to try and do. There's no even rolls. They won. They already beat the combat, so they get to choose what happens, and then they can get to tell a story of how they wrap it up or finish it or like smash them together or do some cool stuff, right? But if I do want to try and have one of them escape, I do have there is rolls for that, right? So there we go. So heck yeah. And then so I got you, Nathaniel. Zegard again, got you, bro. To clarify, it's not needed per se, but corruption is part of the story. I was just thinking of being something that can affect them as they also cleanse themselves with a minor side quest. Yeah, and so I was correct in thinking that this is a part of the story, and you are looking for a way to like inject it into the world. And maybe if the players are interested in that being a way that it happens, cool. They could all make a fate roll, and they all make a fate roll and see who rolls the lowest, and then they're gonna start to get correct. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's definitely ways to do it. But I hope that all helped. And then to clarify, I'll 100% ask them before I drop it on them. One opinion. Yeah. So Zagard is being responsible, people. So good. I saw people worried about ask players. So props to Zagard. Is not going to be a toxic game master. He is has a crazy idea, but is being responsible with it. So props, brother. Props. Nice. And then Dr. Amazing. Two things. How many ancestry trait points is worth one talent? Also, will there be any non-binary representation in the books? Not a third, just some. I try and stay away from any sort of politically charged stuff. So like religious representation, gender spectrum representation, and all these different types of things. And like I try and be as open as possible as I can. Maybe you could see some of the ancestries I just did, and I just even looking through them, some of them would be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So if you have an interpretation of that, absolutely. And I want everyone to be able to make that interpretation. But I don't want to try and like push agendas or anything else like that. I'm trying to be as neutral as possible. So I hope that answers it. I'm not trying to do a cop out or like not answer the question or ignore you or anything like that. But I hope that helps. And I do think if you go back and look through there, you could maybe make that case for like, oh, okay, I see. Okay, cool. And there be that middle ground. But I, in general, have told my artists, all right, cool, I want a male and a female. Sometimes they might make a male that's a little bit feminine. Sometimes they make a female that's a little bit masculine. There's a couple of them, right? So that would happen naturally across art, across the whole thing in the book, but I'm not trying to over-exert myself in one way or the other. So I hope that's a respectable answer there. But then to your actual first question is how many answers points are one talent point worth? That, off the top of my head, in general, hydration check. There you go. In general, 2. I'm gonna say a cautious 2, right? Is what I'm gonna say there. If you want to look at, no, it's gonna probably have to be 3. It's gonna have to be 3. I'm even breaking it down because the cleric. Actually, here's what we can do. This is how we can literally answer this question. No problem. So I'm gonna go here. Oh, that's old. That is a Marshall update that I haven't told you guys about yet. Teasing. I'm sorry, I'm teasing. Okay, so if we go to classes and we go to cleric, this will be a good way to handle it. So cleric has their cleric order, right? So cleric order is a trait that gives them a little bit of a little something at the beginning, right? At the top, they can benefit from divine domains of your choice. You get 2 divine domains, and what I'm about to say, you can choose the damage type and change some things around there from your divine damage, but that's more of a cleric specific thing. So that's not really a full thing. So really, the cleric order, you get to pick 2 divine domains. One of those divine domains is you get 2 ancestry points, right? So that you could spend a talent at level 2, you get a talent. This cleric order is a level 1 class feature. In fact, here. Let me go to this. Yeah, right. So this is, I'm going to break down. This is a bit more mechanical than I usually. This is like a bit more game design territory. I'm going to say 4 ancestry points, 3 to 4 ancestry points. Yeah. So I'm gonna say 4. Yeah, I'm gonna say 4 the more I think about it, right? And I got you on the Roll20 update and the spell update. I'm just getting caught up on super chats, but apparently they were coming in, so I'm gonna have to take care of that too. So the cleric order, you get to pick 2, and one of them is ancestral. You get 2 ancestry points, right? You can pick this up at level 2. You can spend a single talent and go pick this up. If you pick this up, that's spending 1 talent to get 2 ancestry points and another divine domain. And if we assume, which I think we have, all the divine domains are relatively balanced amongst themselves, that would mean it's worth 4 ancestry points, right? Because if you pick this twice, you can't pick it twice. You get the idea. All of these will be worth about the same as 2 ancestry points as well. So there you go. So I think that was honestly a great answer. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back for that answer. I'm saying mathematically proven into the system is 4 to answer that question. So boom, there you go. And then let me see if I can keep catching up here. I'm gonna have to go into overtime with super chats just to be able to keep answering things, right? Dog human chimera named Nina. Edward Duskbreaker, dog human chimera. Oh God. I've seen those Anubis looking things, right? Rex Room. I was just joking around with the Terraborn. Oh, hey, honestly though, Rex Room, that you did touch on something that I had a thought of, but that was before we did the ancestries, because I released the Terraborn back when the Kickstarter was happening, and then we did the Terraborn. I was like, okay, cool. So then I was doing the other ancestry art, right? So then Anthony Diaz, tell me more about Death Knight subclass. It is the third subclass for the commander and the Rune Knight. If you're thinking of certain things, the Rune Knight for the Spellblade subclass, though, that could have some Death Knight vibes there too. So you will be excited for both of those. And then Zagard, I realized my idea was vague. Missing sessions would make a PC more powerful, but also look more evil and crave their backstory. Vice. Oh, I wrote these themselves. They wrote these themselves. NPCs would trust them less, so they wouldn't lose control. They go, okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, that's super sick about the like, oh, I missed the session, but now I'm kind of more powerful. But I have so that's a bit more of a roller coaster of goods and bads. So that sounds pretty cool. That sounds pretty interesting, especially if your players are buying into it. Yeah, absolutely. Talk to them. Anthony Diaz again. Oh, Anthony Diaz with a double super chat. How the currency going to be gold, silver, platinum? When levels should characters get magic items? Okay, yeah. So magic items magic items have a magic power to them. So in general, at levels like 1 and 2, I would say in general. So magic power is a gauge for game masters and players to understand how powerful each magic item is. It's literally a number system. So a magic power 1 is like the littlest blip of magic that you could have, right? Cool. And that's like a little thing that can do a little something. It's like a cantrip worthy type stuff. A little blip, not even really a talent, right? It's definitely not a full talent. It'd be like worth 1 ancestry point to kind of give you a picture there, right? There kind of would be the similar in powers as well in general. Anyway, so at level 1, you don't want to give out as much magic power as their level, really. So at level 1, they can get a level like 1 magic item. It's level 1 power. Okay, cool. There you go. And then level 2, you can give them a level 2. Level 2. Now you don't want to keep giving them magic power. And I could try and come up with a formula. If I had to come up with a formula at the top of my head, my players right now in my campaign with like 25 sessions in or so, they have probably a magic power of about 6. They're level 4, so they have about, if I added up all their magic power items together, they're at about a 6 to 8 each of them are about at a 6. I in general do have a little bit lower magic. I'm also running and trying to play test this, so I'm trying not to give out too many magic items so I can see the raw core power of them. But yes, that's also going to be something that's going to have more advice than what I just gave you now. Whenever the game's finished and stuff. And then currency right now is gold with an asterisk of silver. But I don't see copper being a thing. I just really think copper doesn't really add much to the game at all. So gold is going to be a thing, but it's going to be valuable. And I think there also could be another currency that's introduced that is just a fun currency that is based around magic items. I call it plunder right now in a somewhat pirate city. It calls it plunder, but it could be called other things like a separate currency that could be exchanged for gold, but is only used for other things. I think that's cool. So there'd be normal money, and then there'd be this like magical type money. And I think that'd be cool. But that's a longer story there. And then, oh my gosh, I really gotta get caught up in these super chats. I'm not even gonna be able to announce anything. Full support for no politics. Thank you kindly. Appreciate you, Hype Shot. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yep. I'm trying to just stay down the middle. Kyle Doring, hey coach, what about the Roll20 update? Any other updates? I got you. Can we also get a sneak peek at July's magazine? Oh, how about we talk about July's magazine next week? Because we already have some sneak peeks that I'm not even going to be able to try. I'm trying to even get to those sneak peeks in the first place, right? Path of Most Resistance. 1, no politics equal good. Yeah, I agree. 2, Hydro's homage. Just ran out of water. Perfect timing. Appreciate that, Path. Daybell's again, late fee, though I did not lose my cell phone on the river rafting this past Sunday or Father's Day with my oldest son and father. Oh my God, Daybell's again. I went swimming the other day and I had my phone in the pocket my whole time. This phone was in my pocket the whole time. Wild, insane. It survived. I had to do the whole rice thing and stuff, but I was like, I swam around with my phone in my pocket. Crazy. It was the first time I've ever recently had swimsuit with actual pockets, which might be a bad idea now that I always wanted them and I got them and then I swam with a phone in my pocket. Anyway, I should focus. Dan, considering replacing trade checks with skill check plus trade modifier. Wait, replacing trade checks with a skill check plus trade modifier. Trades are more situational than normal skill checks, so I think they need a buff. Nature might be too strong as a trade though. Yeah, that's an issue because ultimately, if you did a skill check with a trade check, your ceiling would be too high because you'd have to change the values of them. Because if you can get to a +10 and a +10, now you're at a plus 20. You know, I think if you do skill modifier compared to attribute skill modifier. Attributes cap is going to be 7, right? I know we're talking about a +3 difference, but we're a +17 at the highest possible. +20 is even crazier, right? So I worry about that. And earlier on, you'd be able to you could do a 4. Actually, 4 and 4 would be similar because that'd be a +8, which is 1 higher than what you can get right now with expertise and stuff. So that would be my concern with there. And like you said, nature might be too strong though. But I think trades are in a good spot right now. But I want you to keep an eye on that and keep giving me feedback on trades because I do think trades are important. And there's gonna be a trade update coming in like .13 or so to have them be really a cool part of the game. Malokoli, can there be a Beastborn trait to change into a full human? Or tiny animal like Kitsune or a kind of a Pathfinder 2 turn into a tiny animal. Interesting. Can you change into a full human? Oh, yeah. So they'd be like a shapeshifter type situation. There's going to be an ancestry that does that, a like doppelganger type situation. So you would just be able to do Beastborn doppelganger and you could do something like that. Absolutely. And then as far as kids turning into a small animal, for me, that gets into magic. I don't necessarily think that's an ancestry type situation. That straight up is the shifter class, is the druid wild form, is a spell. That's kind of where I think that's now leaving the ancestry realm, in my opinion, right? One of the super chats reminded me of a different question I had. Will there be a dedicated CP SPGP slot in the character sheet? Just makes it easier for new players to find and fill in. Yeah, once we lock in a currency system, it absolutely will appear on the character sheet. But I don't want to like add it to a character sheet and then take it away and all that kind of stuff. I just So I could see how that could be like harder to track gold because there's not a place on the character sheet for it. So that is a good feedback there, though. And then how do you run new but experienced players? What? How do you run new but experienced players. T-Dog. T-Dog's the number one chatter person. Appreciate you, T-Dog. It's a vague question, so I'm trying to answer it, but I don't have a lot to work with how do you run new but experienced players. And they just learn the rules of the system. I mean, my players were new but experienced players, so I would just running the game almost like it was Dungeons and Dragons, but just stop and explain the rules each time new rules come up, right? And then they have a relationship to be able to ask questions of rules. So I run my table with my group like they know it, you know, like even at the beginning I was like, all right, here we go. This is how we're going. Here's how this works. I will a lot of times I play by play myself as the game master what's happening behind the scenes a lot. When it comes in combat, I will say out my action points when I normally would not do that, right? And now 20 plus sessions in, closer to 30, I don't really play by play my points. I might openly like count them out loud or see, and they might see my hands moving or something like that. But I don't play by play as much. And then when it comes to like exploration or challenges and stuff, I don't have to explain the rules as often now. We just go into a challenge and I don't have to be like, okay, so this is going to be points and this and DCs and all that kind of stuff. So I'd say treat them. Don't baby them too much. You know what I'm saying? Let them run with it, right? And then Dable Zian, what are your thoughts on implementing gems as a currency for monster NPC ancestries? And they can buy PC currency when recovered. What? Currency for monster NPC ancestries. And there's PC currency when recovered. When recovered, gems as currency for monster NPC ancestries, and thereby PC currency when received. Table Zian, I'm confused. I don't know about a NPC and a PC currency. That I don't know. I was confused by that. Oh, also, wait a second. I think I missed. Oh, but there's Ignis. Hi, Coach. I adore the art style of the game. Missed you a lot last week. I appreciate it, bud. Welcome back. Quick question. Can a PC become unheard? Okay, here we go. Can a PC become unheard while an enemy is looking directly at them to gain the benefits of the unheard flanking mechanic? What kind of role should the PC make? Unheard flanking mechanic. Interesting. How about this, Ignis? I'm going to make a note here just because we are already in overtime because I started late. So we're going to go further because we started late because that's not y'all's fault that the kids weren't going down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to copy paste your question and then be able to cite that. And I'm going to start off the next live stream with that question. I have it in my live stream Notion right now. So I got you, Ignis. And if you can't make the next live stream, just watch the first part of it and I'm answering that question first. I got you, dude. But I don't want to do it too much of a crunchy rules check because you're talking about an unheard specifically. So I would want to make sure to check two different places because now we're also talking about if somebody's confused about a mechanic, I want to jump all over that and kind of like, you know, possibly fix it and stuff for .10. So appreciate the feedback there. And then Tabletop says, for the Artificer. There you go. You don't have to worry about a Penguin-born fun now. For the Summoner, Dable Zian throwing the Summoner fun. You've seen a recent post in Homebrew Creation titled DC20 has some serious problems. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Also, Dark Vision Home Day. A post in Homebrew Creation. Recent post in Homebrew Creation. Title, I would like to hear your thoughts. Also, Dark Vision update. So Vapora, I gave you a Dark Vision update last time, Vapora. I gave you a full-blown Dark Vision update last time. I even talked about specifically about like needing light and stuff, and I was like, yeah, you can need light and everything, which I guess would be the nerf that you're was wanting in the first place. So yeah, that's a full thing, right? So now. We're not doing the giveaway yet. Hold on, not doing the giveaway because I also have to talk about the giveaway. The update is going to be Roll20. So I'm going to give the Roll20 update, and then I will also show some spells. Let me see where my picture is. Spell categories, and then I need to go to big picture, and there we go. Okay, so actually, should I do this way? Oh, wow, that's absolutely terrible. What if I did this? And then duplicate columns to the left. And now you can see it. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. There we go. So these are spell categories in DC20. These are all the different categories. And if you see a name, ignoring these ones, ignoring anything down here, anything that's just a name like aberration spells, anti-magic spells, curse spells, those are yet to be organized and brainstormed around. You can see the different phases of progression. Blue is like a brainstorming outline of like looking at the big picture, right? Then yellow is when we start talking about the what spells can be what spells and which ones like evolve into each other and which ones are separate and stuff like that. And then purple's mechanics. We're creating spells. So you can see where kind of every spell category is right now. And then the only thing I'm missing over here is enchantment and animation, summoning things, familiars, clone spells, enchantments, mental things. These are all the categories. But if you look at this is every spell organized and categorized by type from Dungeons and Dragons. And then obviously there's going to be different and other spells like that we expand on ourselves to go in new and unexplored territory. So there's that, and then let me make sure that this, and then I can delete the columns. Okay, now we're back to normal. But Roll20 is going to be released alongside Demiplane. So once Demiplane releases DC20, which will be coming in 2 months or so, right? I don't want to say 3 months, maybe 4 months, maybe, you know what I'm saying? But like 2 to 4, that's kind of the idea. The goal is sometime around Gen Con, right? So it's coming. It's soon, y'all, in all intents and purposes. So when Demiplane releases DC20, alongside that will be a Roll20 release. That was just confirmed for me yesterday. So that is super exciting to see that. It'll be all of that going along, and then even more things in the future. So stay tuned for that. So heck yeah. I finished my book. You inspired me. Let's go, Double Dub. Let's go. I appreciate being a source of inspiration for you, brother. For the Summoner's Minions, we have funds going for the Summoner's Minions. For the Elementalist Fund, Abelzian, we got to get all the classes fun. When a PC recovers gems from a monster NPC, will the PC be able to get gems currency instead of this monster? Oh, yes. So, Dablezian, currently, I have like they can bring monster parts back and get magic items. That's going to be a cool thing. That's going to be a thing in the crafting system for sure, where you can like get monster parts and they have cool magic items effects from them. Absolutely, I run that in my campaign right now, or sell them for gold, of course, right? So yes, I got you, Dablezian. And Party Hardy, great to see the Penguin Born. Love this group. I appreciate you, dude. All right, so now here's the double giveaway. We're doing something special right now. I'm not trying to get too sappy on you guys, but this is for real. This is for real. So we're gonna bring it in. I had a pretty sad thing happen last week, but there's always a silver lining, and there's always this community is awesome. So as soon as I heard something like this, I wanted to do something awesome, right? And this is what led to this double giveaway. So I'll just tell you what happened, and I'll tell you what we're doing. So Uncle Jerry, this is for you, Uncle Jerry. Oh man. So I got a message in Kickstarter. On my end, Kickstarter, I get messages, and I can get from backers and stuff like that. And it's something I once a week I try and do all that type of thing. And I got one last week that guy was a gut punch. And it was from Uncle Jerry, and the message was, my Uncle Jerry loved DC20. He was a backer. He was very excited about it, but he sadly passed. And is no longer with us. And even in his hospital bed, I'm going to read this verbatim. In his hospital bed, he talked about how excited he was for DC20. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I talked with the person that is now in the email talking for Uncle Jerry, and got all their address, switch, change, email, whatever sorts of logistics. But I also said, like, I want to just do a giveaway for Uncle Jerry. So we're gonna do a giveaway for Uncle Jerry. We're doing like a Kickstarter package bundle for Uncle Jerry. We're doing a book, like a actual physical book and everything, right? So I wanted to do that again tonight. So we're doing a double giveaway. The first one is going to be the Uncle Jerry giveaway. So the first name that happens. So everybody go ahead and say something now. Everybody say something now. I'm about to do it. Just say it once though. You don't have to keep saying it. So this one's the Uncle Jerry giveaway. And whoever wins this, it's super cool that you are getting a book from Uncle Jerry, a dude that was excited for DC20, and I feel bad for not getting it to Uncle Jerry in time, but if anything, there couldn't be a more big a source of inspiration to push forward, to know that there are people out there that are excited for a game that's not came out yet. But I want to make sure I keep doing it right and pouring as much love as I can into it, because there's so many people out there at different ages and stages to be able to get that. So super excited. So here we go. That's awesome. Here we go. And Tina and Tori gifted 5 memberships in the middle of all that. All right, here we go. So winner. This is for the Uncle Jerry giveaway. Winner. Who's got it? Nightbot picked it up. And Glenn. No way Glenn wins it. Glenn Finney. No way. That's wild. So because Glenn is Glenn, and if y'all don't know, Glenn is one of the pillars of the he does a ton of stuff. I'm going to be making a post in 2 days about Glenn running games of DC20 for Alzheimer's, all this kind of stuff. So we're going to do another one. We're just going to do another one. So Glenn, I'm going to give you something. I'm adding a book to the Alzheimer's giveaway, but I'm also going to do another giveaway. We're doing 2. We're doing 2 double giveaway for Uncle Jerry. There we go. Jory Norwood. So Glenn is going to get a hardcover book of DC20 to be able to do a giveaway for the Alzheimer's Research Association, the longest day thing. I'm going to add in a book for that, so he can be able to add that to his giveaway. So there you go, Glenn. So I know you're here. There you go. And then Joey, boom, you win the actual the Uncle Jerry's giveaway has turned into 2 giveaways, right? So let's go, Uncle Jerry. So there's that. So if you win that, Joey, go to Discord, message a moderator. Their names are in red, and we'll get you hooked up, set up, and all that good stuff. So cool. And then now for another winner, the regular standard winner, which is still a winner. I check your backer kit. I see if you were a backer before. If you were, I upgrade your stuff. If you're not, you get a copy of you get DC20 PDF and all future updates to it as well. So who we got? T-Dog, let's go, T-Dog. Yeah, that's funny, rigged. That is funny. But my own moderators have won it before. People that, if you come around enough, T-Dog has came to just pretty much, I feel like, every single live stream. So well deserved there, T-Dog. So yeah, T-Dog, first time winner of anything. See, hey, so how rigged can it be? If you show up a whole bunch of times and you're here, appreciate you. So T-Dog, reach out to me. T-Dog is another DC20 content creator. So T-Dog, reach out to me and we'll set you up something for yourself, or for a giveaway on your channel, or for both. We'll get you all hooked up, set up. So heck yeah. I'm adding an Uncle Jerry into the live stream as an NPC. Oh my gosh. Uncle Jerry will now be an NPC in Glenn Finney's live stream. That's amazing. This was oh my god, what a great ending to a stream, y'all. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Wait, there we go. Oh, things are on. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. That was quite the stream, and I will have some more updates for you guys next week, and maybe I'll talk more about spells and stuff, right? So truly, this community is amazing. This is it keeps happening. It keeps all this just keeps happening. So thank you guys, because it would not be as cool of a thing without y'all loving up this game and each other so much, and myself. I feel it from you guys. So stay creative. Think I said in the box. Love y'all.